baby, don't cry.
A young boy named Luke is being picked on at school by some mean bullies. However, these thugs have no idea that David, a former Special Forces soldier who claims to be Luke's brother's friend, is looking out for him. David asks Luke to show him exactly who attacked him the day before. He wants to know what Luke plans to do about it. Once David learns the truth, he tells Luke to point out the people who were responsible. Wanting to teach the bullies a lesson they won't forget, David and Luke follow them to a local bar. David goes to the bar and orders a very spicy drink called a fireball cocktail, filled with hot chili peppers. He also buys drinks for all the bullies' girlfriends. He gets shots for the girls and cosmopolitan drinks for the guys to embarrass them. Feeling insulted, one of the bullies walks over to David in a rage. The bully says he doesn't want the drink and tells David he can have it himself. He then throws the liquid right into David's face. David simply smiles and splashes the spicy cocktail back at him. When people hurt Luke, David shows no mercy and hits them very hard. After leaving money to pay for the broken things, David walks out with Luke. No one knows yet that David is not actually Luke's real brother. He is actually a former soldier who served with Luke's actual brother. 2 weeks ago, Luke's family suffered a terrible loss when his brother died in the war. After their oldest son, Caleb, died in combat, the Peterson family, Spencer, his wife Laura, and their children Luke and Anna, are having a very hard time. One morning, Laura is crying after her husband and son leave. Suddenly, a polite and calm man shows up at her door. Laura is surprised when he says her name and seems to know who she is. He tells her that he knew Caleb because they trained and served in the army together as close friends. The man says his name is David Collins and that he was a sergeant. Laura invites David inside and gives him a drink. He explains that he spent months in a military hospital recovering from an injury and came to see them as soon as he was allowed to leave. David tells her that he was with Caleb when he died. He says Caleb's last wish was for David to check on the family and tell them that he loved them. Feeling very emotional, Laura goes to the bathroom to cry. When she comes back, David shows her a photo of Caleb from when they were deployed. Laura's doubts disappear immediately. David pretends to be sorry for showing up without calling and says he should probably leave. However, Laura asks him to stay because she wants her daughter Anna to meet him. David is very polite and respectful, and he quickly gains Laura's trust, though Anna still feels uneasy about him. When he mentions staying at a motel, Laura offers him a room in their house. She insists that he stay in Caleb's old bedroom. After Anna leaves for her job, Laura helps David get settled. As soon as she leaves the room, David's face becomes blank and hard to read. Meanwhile, Luke is still being teased at school but is too afraid to fight back. When Laura picks him up, he pretends everything is fine. As David lives with them, he starts becoming part of the family's daily life. Luke starts to like David, but Spencer and Laura argue about letting a stranger stay in their home. Spencer is worried that the soldier might have mental health issues or PTSD from the war. Spencer is afraid that David's friendly behavior is hiding a dangerous side. Later, David sees bruises on Luke's face, but Luke makes up an excuse, saying he was hit by a ball in gym class. After an angry talk with David, Spencer leaves, and Laura tells Luke to do his schoolwork. David helps Luke with his homework and tells him he is very smart, which makes Luke feel good about himself. When Anna comes home from work, she is still very cold toward David. However, Spencer begins to like their guest much more. Late that night, Spencer and David drink beer and he is upset that a younger coworker with a college degree got promoted to manager instead of him. Laura is also very worried about their lack of money. When David says he plans to go to Florida to work in construction, Spencer tells him not to go and asks him to stay with them longer. By this time, Spencer has started to really like David. While Spencer gets more beer, David's face turns very dark and scary. Soon, David becomes a very helpful person for the family. He picks Luke up from school and solves his bullying problem, which makes Luke trust him completely. However, things with Anna are more complicated. That evening, Laura makes Anna take David to a Halloween party. While Anna is getting ready, she thinks Luke is in the bathroom and tells him to hurry up, but she accidentally walks in on a half-naked David. She is shocked by how fit he is and starts to blush. Even though she didn't want to, Anna takes David to her friend Kristen's party. She tells him she has a secret boyfriend named Zeke, and David promises not to tell anyone. All of Anna's friends think David is very good looking. While Anna is with Zeke, Kristen is bothered by her mean ex-boyfriend, Drew. David steps in and protects her by beating Drew up. Kristen is impressed and later sleeps with David, not knowing how dangerous he really is. At the party, David asks Anna's friend Craig about buying illegal guns. He says he likes guns because he is a soldier. He then sees Anna and Zeke having a big fight. Anna is in a bad mood and decides to leave early, so David drives her home. She complains that Zeke has no goals and no job. David tells her that if he had a girl as great as her, he never would have gone to war. Anna is touched and offers to make him a music CD. Later, Anna makes the CD for David. She doesn't know that David is sitting in his room with a very frightening look on his face. That same day, Anna accidentally hears David on the phone using Luke's cell phone.
This is urgent. I just need an effect.
Anna becomes very suspicious and calls a military base to see if David is who he says he is. This phone call alerts a private military company called KPG. It turns out David was part of a secret project and was supposed to be dead. Major Richard Carver, the leader of the project, finds out David is with the Petersons and brings a team of soldiers to catch him. David meets Craig to buy guns. Once he sees the weapons, David tells Craig he is going to kill him. He murders Craig and his friend without hesitation and steals their guns and grenades. Anna gets more information from the military and tries to tell her mother, but Spencer comes home and interrupts. Spencer tells them that his boss and the boss's girlfriend died in a strange way that looked like suicide. This means Spencer finally gets his promotion and more money. Anna then gets a call from Zeke saying Craig was murdered. She is shocked and goes to find Kristen. Back at home, David and Luke are carving pumpkins for Halloween. David uses his own sharp military knife to cut the pumpkin very easily. At the restaurant, Anna tells Kristen that the military said the Real David Collins died a week ago in a fire at a hospital in Arizona. Anna is now very scared. Kristen suggests she check the phone numbers David called on Luke's phone. At home, David tells Luke to protect himself by bringing a knife to school or even burning down the bullies' houses. He gives Luke his military knife as a gift. Anna comes home and pretends to be normal, but she secretly steals David's phone. She takes pictures of the phone numbers in his call history. Suddenly, the phone rings, and Anna panics. She hides the phone in David's room and runs back to her own. David notices the phone has been moved and becomes very suspicious of Anna. He stands outside her door, listening to her loud music. Later, Anna hears that Zeke has been arrested for the murder of Craig because the police found the gun in his car. Anna is devastated and tells her fam.
Spencer doesn't believe her and says Zeke probably did it. Anna then reveals that the military said David is dead. David calmly explains that he was in a secret unit and the death was just a cover story to keep him safe. He shows them his dog tags to prove his identity. Spencer gets very angry at Anna and makes her apologize to David. Anna screams at her father and runs to her room. David then goes to Anna's room to talk to her. He tells her he is sorry about her friend Craig but warns her to stop investigating him. He then sees the music CD she made for him and acts like he is very happy about it. Meanwhile, Major Richard Carver is arriving with a team of soldiers to find David. Anna discovers that David was calling a plastic surgeon whose license was taken away. She asks Luke to help her find more information. At school, Luke finally fights back against the bullies and gets in trouble. David and Laura go to the principal's office. David uses threats to make sure Luke only gets detention instead of being kicked out of school. Luke is so thankful that he tells David that Anna is trying to get him arrested. David acts like it's fine, but then Luke mentions the plastic surgeon. David's face becomes very scary. He also learns that Anna told Kristen about him. Later, while David is helping Laura with laundry, she tells him how grateful she is for his help. David feels uncomfortable. Suddenly, Major Carver and his team arrive and start shooting at the house. David immediately starts fighting back. He gets shot in the leg but manages to kill many of the soldiers. He finds Laura in the kitchen and, after she reveals his location, he stabs her with a knife. David then sees Spencer driving home and kills him too. Major Carver finds Anna and takes her away. He explains that David was part of a secret experiment to make perfect soldiers, but he became a programmed killer who eliminates anyone who knows his secret. David blows up the restaurant where Kristen works, killing her. He then goes to the school where Luke is in detention. David turns off the lights and starts playing Anna's music CD over the speakers while he hunts them. David kills Luke's teacher in Major Carver. Luke finally realizes David is evil when Anna tells him that David killed their parents. They hide in a haunted house set up at the school. Anna tries to shoot David, but he stabs her in the leg. Just as David is about to kill Anna, Luke stabs David with the knife David gave him. David tells Luke he did the right thing and gives him a thumbs up before falling down. In the end, Anna and Luke are safe but completely traumatized by what happened. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out.